Guys, I want to tell you about our friends over at Frostbuddy. It is drinkware engineered to keep your beverages exactly how you want them. Whether you're heading out for an adventure or just powering through your day, Frostbuddy's flagship product, the Universal Buddy, replaces the need for multiple can coolers by fitting virtually every 12-ounce and 16-ounce can bottle you drink, sodas and seltzers to coffee and sparkling water, all in a single versatile design. Constructed with high-quality double-walled stainless steel and thoughtful features like a flexible silicone lid and a tapered shape that fits most cup holders, Frostbuddy keeps drinks cold for 12 hours and hot for up to 6 hours. So you get consistent temperature control, whether it's an iced drink on a hot afternoon or a hot coffee on the drive to work. Built to last, field tested for durability, and backed by a 30-day return policy, Frostbuddy makes everyday moments, from tailgates and beach days to backyard cookouts and commutes, more enjoyable. Going over and click the link below and use promo code SSS15 to get 15% off of your first purchase when you visit our friends over at frostbuddy.com. And when you use that promo code SSS15. Are you tired of spending upwards of $7 to $8 on coffees that are full of sugar and high in fat? Well, look no further than Chike Nutrition, the brand redefining what coffee can do for your day. Chike Nutrition combines the rich, familiar taste of real coffee with 20 grams of high-quality protein and the energy of 2 shots of espresso, giving you both fuel and function in every scoop. Available in a variety of crave-worthy flavors like mocha, caramel, vanilla, and many more, Chike delivers smooth, cafe-style iced coffee that mixes instantly with water or your favorite milk, with no clunky blender or complicated prep needed. Each serving is designed to be low in sugar, packed with protein, and loaded with real espresso, so that you can get a sustained energy boost that helps power your morning, workout, or busy afternoon without the crash that comes from sugary coffee drinks. Whether you're looking for better nutrition in your coffee routine or a smarter way to stay energized and full longer, Chike makes it simple. Scoop, shake, sip, and enjoy. If you want to take advantage of the new year and get in the best shape of your life, click the link below and get yourself 10% off of your first order over at ChikeNutrition.com. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are back. Better than you can ever believe. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a show for you, just like Bob the Tomato and Larry the Cucumber would say, all the way back during the VeggieTale eras. Guys, we are officially 1 week away from college football returning to our TVs, returning to our mobile devices, however we watch college football. Nonetheless, guys, we're live. Make sure you do us a favor, hit the like, share, and subscribe down below. If you're watching us on YouTube, and do us a favor, man. Tell 5 friends that we are live right now on the Southern sports scene. Guys, we're going to be taking a lot of your calls tonight. You guys, obviously, we went live on Sunday, tried to go live at least on Sunday. It did not work out for the better. We've had internet issues throughout the week, but so far we have been smooth as we are now 5 minutes in. But looks like we are pretty good as of now, according to the YouTube feed. But guys, we got a lot to discuss tonight. And you better believe that as we continue on throughout this night, we're going to have a lot of things that you may not like about what we're discussing. But guys, we got to be brutally honest about what the state of college football is in at this moment in time. The AP Top 25 has just been released. My guy Burks is in the chat right now. He says AP Top 25. Let's freaking get it. I agree, Burks. Let's get into that. But once again, guys, thank you guys for tuning on in. make sure you check out our friends and sponsors down below. That's Frost Buddy. Use the promo code SSS15 to get 15% off your first purchase. Thank you to our friends at Chike Nutrition. Get 10% off your first purchase when you click the link below. And if you're watching us on the Buzzer app, we appreciate you guys for tuning on in. So the AP Top 25 got released earlier yesterday. And man, oh man, did we have a lot that transpired throughout the AP poll. What's so funny about the AP poll voting is that we can see exactly who voted where in the AP poll. I was intrigued by a lot of the voting. And in my opinion, the way that college football, oh my goodness, the way that college football has been ranked the last several years, it has been asininely ridiculous. And it's by a lot of media members that, look, they are a hell of a lot more professional than me. I can promise you that. That's why I'm not part of that circle. But what I am part of, though, is I am part of an organization that, or really, I'm the CEO of the organization that is not going to, that knows what goes on throughout the inside and out. Let's start off with a couple of things before we continue on with the AP Top 25. If you saw my Top 25 that I released, I believe, last week, you will know that I do not have a whole lot of these teams. Primarily, I think from 16 down. Would you believe this? We have a tie for 14th in the AP poll. It's been a while since we've had really a tie in the initial top 25. So let me pull up my top 25 before I show you the top 25 that the AP poll voters decided on. As you know, Notre Dame I have at number 1, Oregon at 2, Miami at 3, Ohio State at 4, Georgia at 5, Indiana at 6, and I still think that I've put them too low. Ole Miss at 7, Texas at 8, Oklahoma at 9, LSU at 10, BYU at 11, USC at 12, Houston at 13, Texas Tech at 14, Michigan 15, Penn State 16, Utah at 17, Alabama at 18, SMU at 19, Louisville at 20, Washington at 21, A&M at 22, 23, Tennessee, UCLA at 24, Cal at 25. Burks, thank you so much. He says, yes, brutally honest. That's what I like. Being honest and not coping. That's what I am here for. He says, bro, my top 25 is so much better. I appreciate the compliment, Burks. Let's compare that to the AP top 25. If I can pull it off in a separate screen. So this is what the AP poll has. Ohio State at number 1. Okay. We have Oregon at 2. Okay, we can agree on that. Miami at 3, Notre Dame at 4, Texas at 5. Okay, pause. Let's start off here. Why do we give Texas the benefit of the doubt of them being a top 5 team when they always win the offseason in the last 3 years? Guys, I get it. Texas has been to the college football playoff. They've been in the top. They've been in the semifinals 2 of the last 3 years. And I get that last year was a down year for them because of the way that offensive line played. I'm not denying that is not an issue. I'm also not denying that they didn't go out and they got dudes from the portal. They went out and got skill guys that can make immediate impacts. Texas, they needed a big upgrade in their running back room. What did they go do? They went out and they got dudes. They got Hollywood Smothers from North Carolina State, elite running back. You brought in Raleek Brown, who was a 1,000-yard back at Arizona State. Raleek Brown is the projected starter at this point in time. Smothers is going to be used in a variety of different ways. Cam Coleman, you brought in from Auburn. You brought in some elite talent on the offensive line. You brought in Melvin Sinai on the opposite side to play right tackle. Maybe he slides over to left tackle now with the injury to Trevor Gooseby. We'll get into that in just a little bit. You talk about some of the guys that you added from the rest of your from the rest of this offensive line. Paris Patterson is an interior guy. He's going to get some significant playing time. I would expect him to play a role as to potentially being a starter. When we talk about him at the end of the day, we'll see, obviously. But still, man, there's still a lot of things that have to get addressed when it comes to this poll, because it is obviously very mistaken. And the hype that Texas has gotten is ridiculous. I get that the defensive side of the ball is going to take a step forward too. I think it obviously will. You'd be stupid to not believe that Texas doesn't take a step forward defensively. My question is, what does the secondary look like after a very, very disappointing second half of the year? Really, SEC play kind of exposed them. Think about this, guys. Texas is a few missed opportunities away from being a 7-5 team from last year. Kentucky and Mississippi State. Those are two losses that you have to consider. Did they reload offensively? Yes. Is this a massive year for Sarkisian? Yes. You better believe it. And they better back it up on the field, because the talk is over. It's time to get serious. It's time to be real about this team. I don't have them in my top 5 for a reason. Until they prove it with what they've done the last 2 years, which is obvious what the AP poll voters don't see. They don't look at what's on the field. They don't. They are not, how do we say it? They don't understand the game. That's the bottom line. That's just my opinion. Indiana at 6, Miami. Wow, Jesus, Mary, and Joseph. So you're telling me that Texas is better than Miami? Are you telling me that Notre Dame head to toe is better than Miami? Or really, I already have Notre Dame ahead of them, but still. I love Indiana, but I think that that Miami should be above them. Miami at 7 is very low in my opinion. Here's where I'm going to really get pissed off. Texas A&M at 8. Okay, what is this infatuation with Marcel Reed? And look, I get it. He's a great quarterback. He really is. He is a really damn good quarterback. He is. Okay, there's a reason why you see him get so much love from why Marcel Reed gets so much love from College Station, but it's not. But he also gets a lot of hate from the outside world. And look, I know that I have been critical of him, and I've said, "Oh, well, he's a quarterback, but he's playing really running back." Guys, it wasn't like at the beginning of the year he was playing bad football. Okay. But I think the first half of the year after that LSU game, he has a phenomenal stretch where he has a great game against Missouri, and then that South Carolina game, it kind of exposed him. But I mean, you got to be real. The last 4 weeks of the season, was Marcel Reed playing his best football? I don't think so. First half against South Carolina, got exposed. Forced him to stay in the pocket. Had to take a big second half, and for South Carolina's offense to get really conservative for them to put points on the board. Go look at that game against Texas where he has to be a drop back passer, but he's going to the check downs and he's forcing balls into tight coverage, and it's coming back to bite him multiple freaking times. Texas A&M is not a top 10 team. By the way, you only return 9 starters. You have multiple transfers on both sides of the line of scrimmage. You have 1 returning starting offensive line from last year. Now, your DB room, I'm not going to lie, it's going to be fine. But here's another concern. Damian Sanford is hurt. How big is that loss? Your DB room is incredible. Dalton Brooks, Marcus Ratliff, and Des Ricks, all are guys that I think will be NFL draft picks at the end of the day. But apart from that, guys, TJ Searcy is also going to be a guy that I think is going to be a top 50 guy, but I think he's the best out of all of them. Searcy scares the hell out of Searcy should be a very productive starter this season. But here's what also intrigues me about A&M is here's who you return. You return Mario Craver. You get Ashton Bethel Roman back, who's expected to have a massive year. You brought along Isaiah Horton, which I was a big fan of. But is it going to be worth it at the end of the day? Is it going to benefit you at the end of the day? Is it going to lead to production on the field? And you got to remember, man, this is a freaking tough schedule that Texas A&M has to play this year. Let me tell you who Texas A&M plays for 2026. Oh, Jesus, Marion Joseph. They get Arizona State at home. The first 3 games, I don't think they should have much of an issue. Missouri State, Arizona State, and Kentucky. I don't think you'll have much issue there. But listen, man, that Kentucky game is going to be interesting. That's going to be a really, really interesting ball game. Then you go to LSU, at Missouri, at Alabama, at South Carolina. Tennessee at home, at Oklahoma, and then Texas in the Lone Star Showdown. Guys, I'll be honest with you. I have Texas A&M at 8-4 right now. Actually, I don't even think I have them at 8-4. I think that I have them lower. Let me go look at my SEC predictions because I know I have them at the least 8-4. I have Texas A&M going 7-5. Holy cow. Wow. Yes, I have A&M at 7-5. We'll see, man. I mean, there's a lot of up and down games this year that could go A&M's way, but man, I just don't see them as the number 8 team in the nation. I do see Ole Miss being a top 10 team, though. That's why I have Ole Miss at number 7. And many of you are going to say, oh, they lost their head coach. They lost so many different coordinators. They lost so much this. I understand that. But you also got to be real and notice that Ole Miss's production is ridiculously good. They have a phenomenal transfer portal. They're going to get dudes. Let's bring in one of our callers and a regular on the show. Let's bring in Burks. What's up, Burks? How are you tonight, man?
Man, did I have so much fun on Thursday, dude. Oh, such a good day. Oh,
Yeah?
Yeah, dude. That was fun, dude. Love attacking Michigan fans, man, especially ones who mess with me. I have to attack them, dude.
Oh my God, Burks. What was on? You are on one.
Why, dude? Why is it that I like to go on different YouTubers that are not Michigan fans because I can't stand them anymore, dude. I just can't. All right,
brother.
They just say stupid stuff all the time.
Funny
I can't
story.
Do it.
Okay,
yeah.
I saw Pete Nako's post earlier. I think something like that. I saw a picture of Jake Garcia in a Michigan uniform. I'm like, what the frick? I thought Jake Garcia transferred already. And he said, "Oh, he's the starting quarterback." Da da da. I'm like, "There's no way that Michigan still has Jake Garcia and he's the starting quarterback." And I looked further down. Yes, the former Michigan transfer will be the starter for the Furman Paladins. Oh,
yeah, that's crazy.
Because I'll be honest, Burks. I thought he was still at Michigan for a second. And I was about to say this has got to be rage bait or this is a parody account because there's no way in hell that Jake Garcia is still at Michigan. By the way, how the hell is Jake Garcia still in college football?
He got a COVID year. He got an injury. He got
No. Because Jake Garcia came in 2021. This is post-COVID.
2021. I'm pretty sure everyone gets a COVID year.
Did they really?
Yeah.
100%. Oh wait. So he had an injury in 2021 for Miami.
Yep.
He got some playing time in 22.
He redshirted. He got a red shirt. He got a COVID year. He got an injury. So that's 3 years free. Yeah. 3 years. So yeah.
So this year is his last year of eligibility.
Yep.
Oh my God. He's been in college football forever, dude.
Yeah,
Miami, Missouri, East Carolina, Michigan, now Furman.
Yep.
How does that make sense? I remember seeing this kid. I don't know if you're familiar. This used to be a show on Netflix called Titletown High, which is basically like,
Yep.
Oh my gosh, what is that show? It used to be on MTV a lot, man.
Yeah. Valdosta State they talked about, I remember, in Georgia.
Yeah. This was at Valdosta.
Valdosta, got it.
Because he was gonna go to Valdosta, then they ruled him ineligible because of some districting rules. So he ended up going to Grayson High School right afterwards. But he had been in several different high schools before because I think he came from Carrollton, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, 100%. He's from California, I remember. So
yes. He went to he was at Witter. No. Let's see. Oh, he went to 4 different freaking high schools.
A lot, man, because of COVID and stuff like that. So
right. So he went from Narbonne to La Habra in Cali. Then and then when California shut down, he went to Georgia, and there was some issues with his paperwork that I think they said in the TV series that led to, I think he was ineligible for, I think, a game or 2. And then they still played him. So, I mean, I don't know the situation exactly, but I do know that their starting quarterback after that, I want to say that he went to an HBCU. I don't remember the kid's name, but do you remember the TV show with Hoover High 20 plus years ago? I don't know if this was during your time or not.
Yeah, no, I'm 26, so I have no clue.
Okay, well, you got me by 5 years then.
Yeah.
Or 4 years, actually.
Yeah.
So there used to be a show, 2-A-Days. So the same head coach that was on the Valdosta High series is the same coach that was there for the MTV series, which I thought was really funny. Rush Probst is one of the most controversial high school coaches in the country, dude. And if you know about him, you know about all the bull crap that he's done.
That's crazy. Not know that.
Because so here's the deal with Probst. He was fooling around with somebody while he was at Hoover, and I think they hid it from the TV series, and then I think that might have came out in one of the very last episodes, which was insane. But I mean, that's how it is. Bert, what do you think?
Yeah. Top 25. You want to
What
talk
do you
about
think?
it?
What do you think of the AP poll?
Pretty crap, honestly, dude. Ohio State should not be number one. Of course, Buckeyes, they love to put them at number one, and then they're going to underachieve by, they can make the playoffs. They won't lose. That's what I don't like. Michigan, dude, I will agree. Number 16 is the perfect spot for Michigan. Um,
Yeah,
it's perfect because I don't want them to be too high. They go too high and then they lose, and then they're gonna go all the way down, and then rival fan bases will be like, "Oh yeah, you're so overrated." See, I would rather they start low, and I think 16 is fine. Perfect. Notre Dame, I like your Notre Dame at one. I agree, they should be number one.
dude, I was back and forth with Notre Dame and Miami for the
Yeah,
last several freaking weeks until I came to a realistic analytical decision, and I looked at who had the higher ceiling. I thought Notre Dame as a whole more consistent when it came down to it. I think Miami is right there though. I
yeah.
think by the time we get to Notre Dame going to South Bend, Miami's young up front. I think Notre Dame's got the more experience up there, man. But that's going to be a trench warfare. I can't wait for that game, man. I think that might be a 1-2 matchup.
Oh, 100%. It could be. We'll see. I'll be honest, man. Darian Messiah is my number one QB in
Mensa.
this. I think he'll be the first QB drafted. That's just I'm really in love with this dude. He has a really good arm. Duke, he puts good numbers, man. Now he's in Miami, a legit program. Like he's
Yeah.
gonna be good, man.
I fell in love with him because of his play action game.
Yeah,
He sells the play action to a T. And I absolutely enjoy watching it work to freaking perfection, man. It is so much fun watching that play action game work like it is. If you go back and watch the Clemson game, one of the first touchdowns of the game, boom, easy play action, dot over the top to Cooper Barkate. DB sold horribly on the run. Barkate just ran a straight go route, gone.
yeah, of course. Surprised you put Michigan ahead of Alabama. How come? I'm really curious. Jackson and Jeffrey will go crazy on you.
So, what is
Because
Alabama's answer at quarterback? Is it Keelan Russell? Because I think they're in for a rebuild year.
Mhm.
I think Bama, for the most part, I think they're weak. I think the biggest issue is going to be their front four. I think their back seven is fine. I think they have the best DB room in all of college football. Miami has a lot to say about that. But I really think that with the amount of depth that Bama has, they're going to contend. But I think the receiver room also has a lot of questions. So I have no idea what Bama's going to look like this year. I don't know if they're going to get it be an upgrade in the running game, but man, it is a very, very, very tough test this year for Bama, man. I mean, I don't think there's been a more difficult way to grade a team that I've seen than when I look at a team like Bama. Okay. You look at the amount of talent they lost from the portal, from the draft, you lose nearly your entire wide receiver room in Jeremy Bernard. Isaiah Horton goes. You lose your starting quarterback. Majority of your offensive line is gone. I mean, I don't know what this team is going to look like anymore at the end of the day. So I really don't know.
Gotcha. Yeah, it makes sense. And I'm really curious about Texas, man. Number 8. I'm gonna be honest with you, dude. Texas is a pretty complete team in terms of they have the running backs, man. Hollywood Smothers, Raleek Brown. You got Keon Coleman. You got Ryan Wingo. I have a feeling, though, that you put Texas as 8 because of Steve Sarkisian. You don't trust him 100% yet.
They
If he
got to
can make,
prove it this year, dude.
yeah, and that's what I'm saying. I think it's because of Steve Sarkisian that you said, and maybe Arch Manning, man. Maybe he'll be good, but will he be, a Heisman candidate? You are still not sold. Am I correct on that?
No, I'm not sold.
Yeah.
Okay, when are we going to start putting Arch Manning in the same sentiment that we put guys like Marcel Reed in? Because guess who else threw for 30-plus touchdowns but also had multiple turnovers? Arch Manning and Dante Moore.
Yeah.
But those are but they're on a higher pedestal because, they're at high-profile programs. I don't want to hear it. What is Dante Moore's stat line in big-time games? What was he like against Indiana, a team that had the arguably the most complete roster in college football history? Had 3 picks against them and got sacked 9 times in 2 games. I get it that this is going to be a new roster this year for Oregon because you return majority of your receiver room. But guess what? You still have to they'll have that lingering question that says, is Dante Moore the number
God.
1 quarterback at the end of the day?
God, Lucas Caden is in the chat. My God.
I know.
Shit.
I'm giving you a couple more minutes, Burks, because we're going one at a time now.
Please. I can't with Caden together. I just can't. It
It's
just,
okay.
we're talking and then he says some dumb shit crap and I just,
Oh
it
my
just
God.
destroys the vibes.
It's okay.
Thank you, man. I appreciate
But
it.
we'll wrap it up real fast with you, Burks. Anything else that you got for me tonight?
Ah, man. Houston, man, they're a little too high, don't you feel? Like, can you give
No.
me your? You
You're
are
not gonna
really
convince
too
me on
high on
Houston,
Houston,
brother.
dude.
Listen. No. Okay, hear me out. The most complete roster in the Big 12 is Houston. I don't care
What?
what anyone says. I don't care.
No.
What did Texas Tech bring back? I get it. Number 1 defense in the conference. I'm not denying that. Guys, oh my gosh. We're talking about a Houston team that has all the momentum in the world. They go to Lubbock and they knock out Texas in week 3. The Big 12 is theirs. It is there for the taking for them. I think this is the breakout year that we're going to see Houston take. This is the next step forward for Willie Fritz and company to bring Houston back to be the dominant force that they should be in the Big 12 from here, along with the Texas Techs and the BYUs and the future stars like your Oklahoma States. I'm just putting that out there. Deep receiver room, running back room. I love when you get Mekhi Hughes back with Willie Fritz. He was a 1,500-yard back in Tulane when he was in that room. I really believe that he still got it. It wasn't but 2 years ago he did this. He got way too big and thought he could fit in with the Oregon running back room. That was a mistake. Should have never went there. He was homesick. It wasn't the right fit for him. Defensively, your front 7 is going to be incredible. The linebacking core is the deepest in the conference. The back 7 does have a few question marks, but I love the safety room, man. I really think that this is a Houston team that's going to contend for an Arlington berth.
Wow, I am really surprised that you're saying that, dude. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I believe you and a lot of the stuff you say. Listen, I only know Michigan, really. I do know other schools, but I just like follow based on their stats and their, like I said, I'm more Michigan, so I believe what you're saying. And I do follow programs all the time. It's just that your analysts and you knowing about getting the transfers, you could be right. But I will say this, man. It's one of your bold, I feel, takes. But hey, I believe you in some stuff. Don't get me wrong. I just feel
Brother,
like
this ain't
yeah,
even the boldest take I have. So
really. What's your boldest take, dude? Better not be LSU winning the championship because I will jump off a cliff if that's true.
it's even better.
Oh my God, dude. I hate
No
LSU so
SEC
much.
team makes it past the quarterfinal.
LSU, wait, what do you say?
No SEC team makes it past the quarterfinal.
Oh my God, that'd be so amazing, dude. Nah, it's fine, dude. I like the Big Ten, but not the Big Ten. I like the SEC, but I know what you're saying. Yeah,
Yes.
that's crazy. That's a
I
real,
mean,
yeah.
artistically incredible. I swear to God, if we bring up Colorado right now, artistically incredible. Hey! I gotta ask you this, man. We're going on tour. Okay, for those of you that did not look at my Twitter or any of our other social medias, we are officially going on tour. October 24th. Mark your freaking calendars. We're going to Stillwater, Oklahoma. It's homecoming out in Oklahoma State. Guess who's coming to town? The freaking Deion Sanders train that's falling apart as we speak. So guess who's going to be there to continue to watch the train burn? I will be in Stillwater, Oklahoma, October 24th. Excited to get down there. Excited to watch some Big 12 football. I've never been to Big 12 territory. And I
Really?
am
Wow.
incredibly excited to get down there.
Have you been to Big Ten territory yet or not yet?
No, not yet. Brother, I'm from Baton Rouge. And I look, I ain't got the money to go up north yet.
Man, we got to do something, man. You got to see me in Chicago. I could show you around. One day, dude.
One day.
Yeah.
One day. Burks, appreciate you always tuning in, brother. Appreciate your support. We're looking forward to seeing you. We'll be back live. I don't know if we're going to I don't think we're going to do a live show Friday. I will be in Durant, Oklahoma. So, unfortunately, no live show then. We will be back next Tuesday. Lots of previews to discuss as we get closer to week number 0, man, the big 0. Burks, thank you for tuning in, brother. Have a great week. We'll see you next week, bro.
Yeah, you too, man. Take care.
All right. Now it's time for the real one. He cussed me out on freaking social media. I'm waiting for an apology, and I hope he brings one today. You know him as Caden from Ohio. It's Caden the Diesel Freak. Where's my apology?
All right, Lucas, you deserve an apology. So I'm going to say here. The apology is handed.
What?
I'm handing you your apology here tonight.
Okay, well.
I'm sorry for getting you hell. And honestly, somebody put me in a bad mood that day, and I was quite frankly in a bad state of mind. So
it's okay, Caden. It happens to the best of us. What's on your mind tonight?
Also, the boss bought a new truck. Bought the new service truck.
You brought your new service truck? Is that the service truck right there?
Yes, it is. And we brought home last week, and now we got the bed off, and we're doing some modification work.
It looks nice.
It'll be my rig, buddy boy.
What's on your mind tonight, buddy?
Oh God, there's a couple of teams that are over it on this list.
Wait. Ohio State at number 1. What's your thoughts?
That's where we should be.
Okay.
Offensively, defensively, and Arthur Smith, honestly.
I'm right. AP poll's wrong.
No, you're wrong. Notre Dame number 1.
The only reason I say it is because I have Ohio State at 4. Did you look at my college football playoff bracket?
Honestly, Ohio State, at number 2 at your college football playoff?
Here's
my thing. Here's my thing, Lucas.
What have I been telling you since? What have we had this? We've had this discussion every time you come on here. What have we said?
Put us at number one every year. You wanted us to win the national championship.
I understand that, Caden, but guess what? I've meant that every time that you come on here, and I say, okay, Ohio State is going to win the national championship this year. Guess who's in the championship?
Us this year with Miami. Either playing us.
Now look who won it. Do you see that?
Well, there you go.
See? I told you.
Well, I guess I have my doubts wrong.
Yeah, you do.
I'll owe you a couple of cold root beers for that there, Lucas.
Okay. I prefer mug root beer.
Mug root beer? I drink mug root beer.
Attaboy. That's a smart man.
No, but Notre Dame, overrated, honestly. They got to get their system fixed, and they got to get all their bugs straightened out.
God. Sorry.
What?
Okay. So remember when the Big 12 decided to do that deal with the Monster?
Monster Energy drink?
Guess who's hiring a director of partnerships now?
Oh, my God.
$1 million to get you desperate sons of guns. This is why this.
No, more like they're just extremely desperate.
And by the way, that is not a shot at this Oklahoma State. It's just a shot at the Big 12.
No, it's their conference has got a lot of issues.
The conference is a freaking joke.
Their conference is not only a joke, it's a clown show.
It is.
And you know what? There's one person I can agree right now with besides you, and it's Burks. Burks in the comments. Yeah, him and I've had our differences, but I'm going to say this. The Big 12 is a clown show.
Well, yeah, y'all. I mean, of course y'all would because y'all agree with that, and I'm not.
Well, yeah, but we only agree on a few things, like we've said it before, and he's said before. You know, fun fact, Burks and I were in a long feud for like a year and a half. So, I don't know if that was ever said to you.
Yeah, it's I've heard it from time to time, Caden.
Yeah, Burks and I were in a bit of an Ohio State Michigan feud, and we still go at it once in a blue moon.
Oh, Caden, I gotta ask you.
What's up?
Why is your stupid ass school wanting to move senior day to week 1?
You know what? I literally do not know. And quite honestly,
the ones that made a decision on that is the dumbest decision that you could have possibly made.
I know.
So let me get this straight. So I got to stand up for this because I'm so mad at this. You're telling me rivalry week, just because it's rivalry week, and you think your school is going to get so freaking distracted that you got to move your rivalry week as a non-senior day. Got to make sure it's a non-freaking senior day because it's rivalry week. That makes no sense.
It doesn't, and I agree with you. Rivalry week is supposed to be for our seniors because they're going out on the last game of the season.
I mean, how amazing would it be? It's your last home game of your career. And listen. Why in the hell? When we look at other rivalries, when we look at the Iron Bowl,
the Holy War,
Little Brown Jug, what did you say?
Holy War.
The Holy War. Okay, well, Holy War doesn't really count because it never occurs at the end of the year. I'm talking about like end of the season games that are rivalry games.
Yeah. No, and like I said, I agree with you. And quite frankly,
It makes no sense.
No,
It's so stupid. And look, I don't know what's going on this year. Everybody is being so freaking petty in college football. The Jaden Daniels situation, you have the whole ordeal with the disaster that's going on at North Carolina, and now you have this BS going on where oh my gosh, I feel like the game is being watered down now. Whittingham comes out in a press conference and says, "Oh, it's not a really big game. There's no reason to hate each other." The only reason you say that, bro, is because you come from a freaking population where the Holy War exists. It's a freaking state full of it's a state that is home to the Church of Latter-day Saints. But you got to approach it as the most important game of your life. It's one of the most hated rivalries in all of college football.
it's not just the most hated. It is the most physical, bloody, brutal. It is the most foul-mouthed rivalry game of them all. This is compared to Steelers Raiders, Ravens Steelers, Chiefs Raiders. There's no love loss.
No. Don't ever compare college rivalries to NFL rivalries because it's not the same.
I'm not trying to compare it in that aspect. I'm just saying it's that physical. It's that.
Wait. Kate. Before we continue, Burks has a couple questions for you. Okay, why? Okay, I'm going to ask them for you. Why is Lex Warner named on the Ohio State football complex? What does that mean?
Oh, Les Wexner.
Lex Wexner. Who is Lex Wexner?
He's one of the biggest donors in OSU football history. He's the guy that who helped donate for the medical center out there in Columbus.
Mm-hmm.
That's why they have the facility, the football field named there at the practice facility.
Oh, he's the co-founder of Bath and Body Works. Interesting.
Mm-hmm. He's from New Albany, Ohio, which is like an hour northeast of me.
What do they mean by that? They're gonna put a Bath and Body Works in freaking Columbus, right next to
they've got like over 130 of them stores in Columbus.
Oh my God. I couldn't imagine having that. Burks also says that you wanted Ohio State to go to the Big 12 last year. Caden.
I did. And the only reason
Why? You know better.
I listen, I was just thinking if Ohio State went to the Big 12, we could at least play Utah, BYU, Texas Tech, play some tougher teams.
You play Penn State, or I wouldn't read.
Penn State,
Michigan, you play USC, you play freaking Penn State whenever they're good, and you're telling me that you want to go to the freaking Big 12 and play that has only really 3 consistent teams, well, really 2 consistent teams.
Listen,
USC the beginning of the Big freaking 12? Are you kidding me?
Listen, Lucas.
What?
USC is not worth a darn.
Okay, I understand that, but I mean,
they can't figure out their whole situation of everything. That's all they're against. Oregon's halfway decent to somewhat decent. Washington's garbage. UCLA's garbage.
Whoa. There will be no Jedfish hate in this
Jedfish. Room. That's not Jedfish. That's just facts.
It's just facts. So
we played USC over the last several years. We beat them. Washington, we beat them. UCLA, we beat them. I think we beat Oregon. We beat Washington. I think I said Washington. You get my point.
What is Burks on in the comments now? What on earth?
Man.
We got off into some weird stuff now. Okay, so he says he's a Mormon, Lucas Hill. Mormons aren't supposed to hate. Well, I mean, I'll give this about them. They're the most friendly human beings on the earth.
Yeah, they are.
And look, I'm not trying to slander them at all. Like, this is a very good thing about them. I wish I was like that. They're positive. Listen, they are very, very positive. I wish I was like that, but I can't. It's honestly, it's not in my blood to be positive about everything. So I don't know. You predicted Michigan, Alabama, and Notre Dame would win a combined 20 games last year.
False. I told.
So you said
said
6 and 6, 6 and 6, and 7 and 5.
yeah,
No, not 6 and 6, 7 and 5, 7 and 5, and
8
yeah,
and 4,
7 and 5, 7 and 5, and 6 and 6.
and
That's
8 and 4.
How many did you say?
20 to 15.
So you predicted them to go 20 and 15?
Not even 20 and 15. I more said like 7 and 5, 8 and 4. That's what I said.
That's close to 15, brother. Or that's close to 25,
No.
20.
Okay, Burks. I may have some of the worst takes, but at least I'm not one of those Ohio State fans that's calling out, for Ryan Day to get his coaching extension. Quite frankly, I want Coach Ryan Day to leave. I want Coach Urban Meyer or Coach Tressel to come back to this program and get this program.
Urban Meyer to come back, or you want Urban Meyer to come back?
I want either him or Jim Tressel to come back because I want Ohio State to bring back old school football back to Columbus. Because quite frankly, I'm tired of this sissy football. I want everybody to remember that Ohio State was the school to fear, and that this school nobody wanted to play ever on a Saturday because when you came up to the horseshoe, it was game over.
Okay.
As soon as you got into the house.
Okay. I've missed y'all, man. Jesus, Mary, and Joseph. Where were y'all last week?
You're asking where I've been?
Where have you and Burks been? I missed y'all too last week.
I was busy.
We had a freaking slow week last week. Now we getting into the thick of things. Okay, week 0 is coming next week.
You forget I'm a farmhand truck mechanic, and I also do.
Yes, I get that. Yes, that's true.
But when the boss calls me, You have to understand that.
I mean,
my boss has me on speed dial, even on Sundays. Last night, I had to go do a coolant flush job on his big tanker truck. Called me about like 7:30 last night, and I said no problem. I was about dead tired. I still out there and didn't make an excuse.
What a frick.
So, what do you expect, Lucas? I'm supposed to do what my boss asked you, and it's one of my days.
Yeah. Artistically Incredible says my internet was slow as well. Yes, I do.
My fine. Burks, listen.
Does Burks want my Snapchat?
I have no clue.
Burks, you can get my Twitter. At Lucas Hill SEC. But
he's not on
Twitter for tonight, Caden.
Well, I was going to say Burks is not on Twitter because he stated it dozens of times. He had a situation where somebody was impersonating him.
Somebody was impersonating Burks.
Yeah. You'll have to ask Burks about that.
And he says, I don't use X, too many stupid people. Okay. Well, I mean, I'll drop my Instagram. I'm not even on Snap.
I'm not even on Snap or Instagram. I'm here and Twitter. And Twitter, well,
this is amazing. Look, the first thing I get on Twitter, because I'm about to look up something, and I love this. Imagine making it all the way to NFL preseason and thinking that the difference between getting picked up or not is reps against an inert sled that can't fight back. Unless it just seems to be working either way. Go rest, my guy. You have a game this weekend. Okay, this is a stupid freaking statement that this dude made. My favorite coach of all time, John Gruden, comes out and says, maybe the dumbest statement ever, go lay on your couch. I love you, Coach Gruden.
Coach Gruden, I have a lot of respect for Coach Gruden. Ruben May is a beast.
I think he got thrown under the bus whenever he was at, what was it? He was in Las Vegas or was it Oakland at the time?
It was Oakland Raiders.
Yeah, he got thrown under the bus.
But here's my thing. Them saying that about Ruben May Jr. is dumb. You're going to regret that. And Ruben May Jr. is a beast. And he reminds me of me.
Okay. Whoa. Let's take a timeout here. Let's take a
Here, let me explain.
how does he remind you of yourself? Because Ruben Bain is about 6'4", 6'5", or no, he's 6'2"
6'3".
and 265 pounds. How are you 6'2" and 265 pounds?
6'2", 210.
You're 6'2" and 210 pounds.
Correct.
I'm
But
6'2" and 230 pounds. Just
I
so
say, him and I both. There's one thing in common: intimidation. The intimidation factor, especially when you get on the line and you get here and you lock eyes on that offensive line, you let him know it's going to be a long day.
Hey, Caden. Jesus Christ, dude.
Oh,
gosh.
I'm just saying, just as a guy who knows intimidation pretty well.
Caden, go get the tape measure and let's measure you, please.
I could go get a tape measure right now. I can literally go get a tape measure. Give me one moment.
Oh my gosh. Is he actually going? There's no way he actually did. Oh my gosh, what are we doing? All right. Well, while he is gone, we're gonna Caden, you can let me know when you're back, and then we'll get the tape measure. He better turn his freaking camera on too. Yes, I agree. Artistically incredible. Let's have a more sane conversation. Okay, quarterback battles. They have started to become decided over time. Listen, there has been a lot of development. Billy Edwards Jr., quarterback from North Carolina, he has officially been named the starting quarterback. Edwards was the starter over at Wisconsin for a couple of games the last couple of years, dealt with injury. He's bounced around the last 2 to 3 seasons. This is it for him. Well, really the primary starter in 2024. I thought he looked good. 65% completion percentage, almost 3,000 yards passing to go along, but he also had 9 turnovers. What does this offense look like at the end of the day for North Carolina in a make or break year for them? That, let's just be real. Okay. North Carolina has got to respond in a big way. If they do not get to a bowl game this year, this is it for Bill Belichick. It was a stupid hire in the first place. All the BS that's going on with Michael Lombardi, they're now being investigated by the College Sports Commission. You have all the crap that's going on in that organization. North Carolina is a mess, dude. They are an absolute disgrace. Does North Carolina play this? No. They play next week in Dublin. If they get drubbed again, dude, this team is going to just they're going to self-destruct over the next several weeks if this is going to be the case. Okay, Caden, hey, you've got a couple minutes. Where's the tape measure?
I literally got it right here. I have it pulled up here.
Okay, turn your camera on so I can see. If I swear to God, if you tell me you can't turn it on, we're going to have issues.
No, I can turn it on. I had to grab it here.
Oh, my God.
Give me one moment here, Lucas.
Okay. Wait. Do you have clothes on?
Yes, obviously.
Thank you, Jesus. Okay.
I'm not that stupid. What?
You said stupid, okay?
What? I at least know how to put on clothes in the evening and keep them on after work. Like, geez.
Okay. All right. Where's the tape measure?
It's right here next to me, and I'm putting it up to my head. And
oh, the comment! I love these comments, bro. This is fantastic. I love this show.
getting it lined up exactly. And I'm putting it up and I put it and hard to hold it with one hand. All right. Ready?
Sure. Oh my God.
So as your tell me.
Okay. 5'11". You're 5'11". You're not 6'2".
I was right at the mark, and I thought I must have, but I must have shrunk. I don't know. I don't know if I shrunk within a year or what. I don't know
I
what.
don't know, Caden.
Because I literally was, what I last checked, my doctor said 6'2".
Okay.
But I don't know if I must have shrunk or I must have done something. God. No, I swear to you, I had my medical card, the medical record that said 6'2".
Okay.
Golly. Maybe it must have been when I had. Oh, I think I know what was wrong. That week I must have had that. God, what was it? I had something for dinner lunch that must have done something. Golly. I usually eat about like 25 to 30 pounds of meat per week. I must have ate like some avocado or something, or Mexican food or something. Golly.
Anything else for us tonight, Caden? Because I got to wrap up the show in like literally 2 minutes.
Not much. Good to hear from you, Lucas Hill. Hope the trip to Oklahoma goes well this Friday for you.
Thank you, brother.
I want to try to get on a trip to go to the University of Oklahoma on a recruit trip to see what a day in the life of a recruit is. But that won't be till next year.
Did you see my announcement that I'll be going to Stillwater?
I did. For prime time's bus to crash.
Hey. Don't get me started.
I'm ready for prime time bus to crash. No, I'm seriously ready for prime to crash.
I know.
Brother, I'm ready for this train to crash. But I mean, as far as that goes for me, I'm just kicking butt, raising hell with no apology.
What else is new? Caden, always appreciate your calls, man. Thank you once again. We'll see you very soon.
Hey, Lucas, you know where to find me, sir.
Yes, I do. Guys, a heck of a show tonight. Always enjoy talking ball with all of you. You guys are the best. Y'all have a fantastic week. No live show this Thursday. We're going to be on the road, headed out to Oklahoma. Going to be taking a little vacation again. By the way, I'm starting school tomorrow. So, again, I'd say we're starting our week 0 previews next week. So stay tuned for that. Excited to get down and start some crazy previews, guys. Make sure y'all do me a favor. Y'all hit that like, share, and subscribe button down below. Turn on the bell notifications. We'll see you guys later. Take care. Have a great rest of the week. And until next time, ladies and gentlemen, y'all stay blessed. And as always, don't ever stress. Y'all have a great rest of the week.